Hi, this is Chrissy Booth from BGCA. Thanks to all of you that could join our webinar introducing LRNG today. If you weren't able to come or if you'd like a quick overview, I just want to give you a couple of the highlights of how you could use the LRNG platform. So right here, what you're seeing is what a club member would see if they log into LRNG and associate with Boys and Girls Club by marking BGCA as their city. So if you want to see exactly what that would look like, if they're signing up for the first time, they would just go to lrng.org/register, and they could enter their email or phone number, their date of birth, and then when it's time to select their city, they would say BGCA. That's how they can ensure that they'll be able to see our content. So when they go to the LRNG landing page and see the Boys and Girls Club's content, you might recognize some of this from programs you're familiar with. For example, this Get Information playlist comes from Smart Girls. College Search 101 draws some of the information that we have for college and career readiness. And the Anti-Bullying Advocate page comes from Street Smarts. Now, in addition to these sort of uniquely Boys and Girls Clubs programs, there's also going to be content that's generated by clubs. For instance, we'll have some content on workforce readiness and emotional intelligence from the Boys and Girls Clubs of Sarasota. Additionally, some of the content that our youth have access to includes content created by the Gap and by we.org, by Voto Latino. So we've got a lot of options for content that our youth could engage with. So this is, from a youth perspective, what this could look like. The vocabulary we're using for these online learning activities is that a collection of activities is a playlist, and this is the little symbol for playlist. And if you go into a playlist like this Get Information playlist, it's made up of a collection of XPs, which is a learning experience. So if I click on the Positive Vibes Only experience, it introduces the concept of an affirmation statement in this really quick sort of bite-sized activity, gives me a couple of steps for creating an affirmation, and then asks me to show and prove what I've done. So you'll notice here that it's not like school where you have to write an essay to describe what you've done to prove that you've participated in something. We're really trying to ask youth to upload media, to do something that shows that they've already been engaging with this and doesn't involve just writing an essay. So I could upload a photo of my affirmation. I could upload a video of me sharing my affirmation, create that post. And when I upload that as a youth, that's going to go to the staff side of the website. So let me show you what LRNG looks like if you log in as an organization. So if I go to lrng.org, and up here, oh, I'm already signed in, but I'll just show you what this looks like. If I choose an organization login as opposed to a youth login, then it's going to take me to this dashboard for Boys and Girls Clubs. What I can see here, and I'm going to send all of the participants in our DYD pilot an invitation to become a partner, so you'll be able to access a dashboard as well. What we see here, I'll just kind of go across the top. Under content, you can see some of the options for playlists that we're sharing with our youth. Groups is a really important function for everyone who's on the club level, because what I would recommend as a way to invite youth instead of just directing them to the website is that you go to create group. I might call this the Boys and Girls Club of, and then the name of my club. If I want to describe it, I can. And then uploading a group of learners is going to be the easiest way to keep the youth from your club associated with your club, instead of them just vaguely being part of the Boys and Girls Clubs of America. So I would click right here to get this template. It's just an Excel spreadsheet. I'll drag it over here. And then I would import the email, which is required, and then the name of the members of my club that I want to invite. So for older members that have an email address, I would put their email address in and their name. If I wanted to engage some younger members with LRNG, I could put the email address of their guardian, and then still the name of the youth. So that way the guardian would have an opportunity to say, yes, I want my youth to be able to participate on LRNG and engage with the playlists and XPs. So after filling in this little spreadsheet, you would upload it right here and go through the steps, click next, and that's going to be how you associate a group of learners with your specific club. So that's the groups function. Re-invite learners is an option for anyone that might lose track of their username or password. I know that never happens with young people. The approvals function is where you get to review content that has been submitted and also issue badges. So just to give you this example of the bullying advocate playlist, it looks like somebody has submitted proof of their experience. So I would go to details. Oh, that tells me more about bullying advocate, what it includes. I already requested a revision for this, so I actually can't approve it now on this call because I already sent it back. But here in the badges, this will be able to show you how many badges have been issued for your clubs. Thinking for the future, if you decided to work on LRNG in the future, this could be the kind of information that you submit when you're applying for grants to say, you know, this many of our members earned badges, and that sort of shows engagement. Authors, if you have incredible content that you would be interested in hosting on LRNG's platform, get in touch with me and I would love to help you with that. What will happen then is that I might invite you to become an author. And in that case, you could publish some content for our youth to engage with. Just an option. We're not expecting everyone to do that, but if you are a content developer or you work with a great content developer, then this is certainly an option. Partners is that's what you all will be. So when you get the invitation, then you'll be here as a partner. And then if we wanted to change the page that we've got here, if we wanted to highlight new content, then we could do that as well. And then finally, this would be how you created a digital XP, a local XP, which we didn't really talk about, but those are things that happen in person as opposed to online. So for instance, if you knew that your youth were going to go on, let's say, a college tour, you could create a local XP for the college tour, and then any youth that is able to participate on that field trip and engage with the college tour, you could award them a digital badge for that. So up to you if that's something that you want to test out. Most of the playlists that we're advertising are digital. And then finally, if we wanted to create a badge or playlist, that would be here. So this is just a little overview. To highlight next steps, you are going to receive an invitation to become a partner. I hope that you'll accept my invitation. After that, I'm going to suggest that you go to the groups function and upload the CV of your members so that they're associated as a group. And then one other next step is that many of you have already asked your youth to complete the LRNG pre-survey. I really appreciate that. There are a few clubs that still haven't had a chance to do that. And so if you're one of those, I would encourage you to have your youth complete that survey. It's just 11 questions, but asks a little bit about digital engagement and connected learning. So if you have any questions, please reach out to me. My email address is cbooth@bgca.org, and I would be happy to talk with you about the LRNG platform. Thanks so much.